So my name is Erik Siksna. I play for Storm Riptide from Aurora Storm Volleyball Club, and I'm a left side. I started playing volleyball when I would have been, I think it was the summer after grade 6. I played beach for the first time. We had heard about just like the OVA beach tour, and me and one of my friends that I played hockey with, that summer we thought we'd play beach, and we loved it. And then since then I got into indoor and just took off from there. So as I said, I played hockey for a long time, and so for a while I was playing both hockey and volleyball. And then eventually, like as I got older, I needed to choose one. And I think, having played both rep sports, I found volleyball unique a lot in the way that, you know, you're close with obviously your team, but even with people just in the volleyball community, it's a really close community. You know, getting to play with players that aren't on your team through maybe say provincial team or other things, and just people like that you don't play against. You're just really close with them, and I thought it was unique, and I just saw a future for me long term in volleyball. I'd definitely say the mental side of the game. Volleyball is even though it's a team game, I think it's it can be very tough on the individual mentally, because volleyball is a game of mistakes. You know, the team that makes the fewest mistakes wins. And as an individual, obviously everyone's going to make mistakes, and I think rebounding from those mistakes and not dwelling on those, I think that can be tough, but if you can do that, it can go a long way. So going back to the mental side of volleyball, I'd say the best piece of advice I've ever received is to have a short memory. And that can go for volleyball and a lot of sports, and even just different parts of life. But I think, you know, when we make mistakes, not learning from them obviously, but then not dwelling on them, that can really help you as an individual and the team portion of the game too. Because, you know, just having that positive mindset and not dwelling on mistakes and learning from them, that can definitely go a long way in a tough game like volleyball. My greatest sports achievement so far, I would say, is winning nationals with my club team last year. That was our first time winning nationals after finishing second probably 3 or 4 times in a row. So finally coming together as a team, that meant a lot to me. So my favorite pump-up song before a game would probably have to be Life Goes On by Lil Baby. I have a lot of favorites, but that's definitely one of them. So next year I'm going to be attending Queen's University in the commerce program and playing for the varsity team there. My greatest role models would definitely be my parents. You know, they've supported me since day one, and in volleyball and all my sports, in school, everything. And I think if I could be like them when I'm older, you know, they've just shown me the simple value of being a good person and family and all those core values. And I think if I could be just like them when I'm older, I'd be really happy. If I had to give advice to a young OVA athlete, I would definitely say be as coachable as possible. You know, over your careers, you're definitely gonna come across a lot of different coaches with a lot of different points of view, and they can all help you. And I think if you're just open to all that advice, that can go a long way. And then at the same time, what I found really helped me was just starting, you know, to work on my athleticism. So whether I was working out, starting at a relatively young age, that combining that with the coachability will help the technical side. And I think when those two things come together, that can really help you out. So on the court, my personality, I'd say, I'm definitely not like the loudest guy out there. People probably know that. I probably lead by example, if anything. I lead by my actions. But I always like to keep it positive. I like to, you know, give credit where it's to my teammates. I like just, you know, bringing that positive morale to the team. That I think that can go a long way. So I like doing that. And then comparing that to off the court, I'd actually say it's pretty similar, because off the court I'm also not maybe like the craziest, most outgoing guy, but I'm usually pretty happy. Or even if I am stressed out, I usually, you know, cover that up with happiness pretty well, and I'm, you know, always in a pretty good mood. One word that I think my teammates would use to describe me is probably like humble or modest. I'm, you know, like I said about being on the court, I'm not maybe like the loudest, rowdiest guy. I'm just, you know, I like to just lead by my actions, and, you know, if anything, let other people notice. I wear 24. That actually all started, my favorite number when I was younger was always number 4. I still am a big Raptors fan, but I always loved Chris Bosh. So I always started with number 4, and then when number 4 was taken, I switched to 24. I'm looking forward to the Ontario Championships this year, especially being my last one. I think, you know, our team has a pretty good shot of doing well there. We actually won provincials the last 2 years. So, you know, a third time would really mean a lot to me, and I think that would be a really great way to cap off my OVA career. Winning the Ken Davies Award, it means a lot to me. It's definitely an honor to know that, compared to a lot of other awards in volleyball, it recognizes more than just your pure like athletic talent or volleyball abilities. The things like leadership, determination, sportsmanship, all that. Being recognized for those things means a lot to me, because I also know those are the things that not only make a great volleyball player or athlete, but also a good person, and I really appreciate that. So knowing who'd won this award in the past, I'd probably say it'd mean a lot for last year's winner, actually, Justin Liu, to pass this award over to me. I played a bunch with him on Team Ontario and against him as well in club, and just knowing what he brings to the game, being one of probably the best libero in Ontario at his age group, just what he brings to the game, his skill, his demeanor on the court, the Ken Davies characteristics of leadership, determination, all that, and just having known him and played with him and around him, and knowing what he brings to the game, that would really mean a lot to me. 5 years ago, if you told me I was going to be this guy down the road, I would have thought that's insane, because at that point, anyone winning this award and all those top players in each age group, those were always huge role models to me, and to be in here now 5 years later, it's crazy to think.